everyone, Ginger Gargoyle here. I still have a headache that is just trying to kill me. So let's jump into this one. It is still National Craft Month. This is actually for day 4, even though it's the 5th. This is the cast off video I promised you for day 4. All right, but I noticed that when I wrote down the assignment, I forgot to tell you to do another, 10 rows of just knit, okay? Remember now, we did, let me turn this the right way. We did knit, and then we did purl. And that first time that we switched over from the knit to the purl, or actually when we did when we switched from the knit to the purl, we got the little V's, and then we went back. I went back, remember, and did another row of purling. Actually, I did a couple of rows of purling, but I had to tear that out because I kept dropping stitches. Oh, you have no idea how frustrating. Well, actually, you probably do. I dropped stitches at the end. I picked up stitches at the end. My count was way off, and I was like, what the heck? Okay, so remember, you're supposed to be working on 30. I'm only working on 15. That's why mine is so much smaller. Now, when you go back, you'll see that you get this little row here with the purls, okay? When you knit on one side and purl on the other, you get this beautiful stockinette stitch. That's what it's called. It's a 2-row pattern. Knit one way, purl back. You get this beautiful V pattern going across. On the back, you'll see you have all the loopies. All right. If you do just knit, you get all these loopies. If you do just purl, you get these loopies. They look exactly the same because it is just the same stitch, only the loop, okay, that goes over the stitch that you put through, okay. If you're doing a knit, it falls to the back. If you're doing a purl, it comes to the front. All right? That's why when you do knit one way, purl the other, you're making all those loops go towards the back. Okay? So all the loops this way are in this direction are going this way. All the loops this way are going this way. Okay? If this is the stitch. Okay, all of the purls are going this way. All of the knits are going, trust me, all the loops are in the same spot. And when you look at the back, you can see that this line of stitching looks different than the knits on the end. Okay, so then you have your 10 rows of just just knits. Okay. And it takes you back to this. So you get a nice square pattern in the middle, okay, with an even border all around, evenish. Okay, so let's do the cast off. This is just a simple, basic cast off. All right? Hopefully I can do this because, as you know, I don't usually do it from this far away, so, okay. You knit your first stitch. All right. Then you knit your second stitch. Whoop, come on now. Then you knit your second stitch. Okay, now comes the hard part. You need to take the first stitch and pass it over the last stitch that you did, but don't drop your last stitch. You drop that first stitch, all right? So the first stitch you did is now hooked onto here, and you're just going to do that all the way across. Hopefully my thumbs won't get in the way, but I make no guarantees. My youngest daughter says I should put you guys at a different angle. And I told her I can't really do that. Okay. Oh, you guys see what I did? How did I not do that? Okay. What I did was I didn't pass that over like I thought I had. Okay, there we go. First stitch passed over that stitch. Now I can put this one back on. And then that stitch passed over this stitch. So all you should have on this needle from now on, since you're binding off, at most are 2 stitches. Okay, the older one and the younger one. The older one always passes over the younger one. Okay, so here's an older one. It's kind of like playing leapfrog. Okay, pull this off, and then the older one leapfrogs the younger one. All right, do that again. And when you get really good at it, you can whip through these pretty gosh darn fast. Now, be careful, don't make it too tight. If you do, it'll pucker, and I can already feel mine starting to pucker. All right, so don't make these too tight. That's the nice thing about a washcloth, is if you make any mistakes, it's no huge deal. Okay, I'm going to pause, you guys, and I'm going to get this done.